Hello everyone, so this is my functional analysis training guide. First of all, what is functional analysis? It is a behavioral assessment in which antecedents and consequences in an individual's environment are arranged in a way to allow the observer to see the effects of each condition has on the problem behavior. There are 5 conditions that we will want to observe during this assessment, first being play, which is also the control condition, attention, alone, escape, and tangible. Before we proceed, I just want to explain these 3 steps here: antecedent, behavior, and consequence. The antecedent is whatever is occurring in the client's environment immediately before the behavior is observed. The behavior is how the client responds to the stimulus in the environment, and a consequence here will be how we respond to the client's behavior. During the play condition, or the control condition, the antecedent would be preferred items and activities are freely available and we would provide attention when necessary and no demands should be placed at this time. The behavior would usually look like very little maladaptive behavior. Again, this is the client engaging in preferred activities. Typically there is little maladaptive behavior observed in this condition. So the consequence would be if problem behaviors do occur, we would ignore them or redirect them, and again this helps us establish a baseline. During the attention condition, the antecedent would be attention being withheld. So the problem behavior would typically occur upon us withholding attention from the client. The consequence here could look like us ignoring the behavior, us offering an alternative to the behavior, or prompting functional communication, which could look like asking for attention appropriately. In the escape condition, the antecedent would be the client is engaging in a preferred activity and the therapist perhaps asks them to move on to a new activity. The behavior here would be a client engaging in maladaptive behavior, and the consequence could look like us blocking the client's attempt to physically leave the area, redirecting, or prompting functional communication. Again, this could look like asking for a break. During the alone condition, the antecedent is the client is engaging in a preferred activity. The behavior would be the client engaging in a maladaptive behavior despite still engaging in a preferred activity. This typically could look like SIB. The consequence here would be we would want to block that behavior, possibly redirect it to something more appropriate, or offer an alternative. In the access condition, the antecedent would be a preferred item activity or area is not available at that time. The behavior would be the client engaging in maladaptive behavior. The consequence here could look like redirection to an available item, activity, or area. So we would ask, would you like to do something else that is available? Prompting to use functional communication. So this could look like maybe helping them ask for a return with the preferred item or activity, or it could be just ignoring the behavior altogether. So why do we use functional analysis? Mostly or primarily to determine the function of behaviors, and that is important because it helps us to provide effective intervention to our clients.